It's the Abingdon Marathon this weekend, so I thought it was about time I sat down and talked you through my plans for race day. The sub-3 marathon training block is basically complete, so now it's a small matter of the race. So let's roll that intro and then get stuck right into it. Hello, I'm Nick. Welcome back to the channel. So we're going to talk through the marathon plan, but before I do that, I just want to catch you up real quick because it's been a bit of an eventful last week since my last video. So I've already had a video out this week on my last big long run, all talking about the taper, but now we're in marathon week, I can reflect on that a little bit more. So a week ago, my partner Georgie got ill and she had a really nasty virus, and as with anyone who's been training a while for a big race, you are obviously really concerned about them, but you're also really concerned about getting it yourself. And yeah, she had like a norovirus, and we think it was actually gastroenteritis, so like real kind of stomach problems and just being really sick and just having a really awful time of it. So yeah, it was a bit of a difficult few days really, because obviously I was trying to look after her and help her, but while also keeping my distance and trying not to get it myself. So lots of hand washing, lots of everything to be careful, eating even better than I normally do, just trying to eat really clean and be healthy, take all my vitamins, supplements, all the things that I normally do and more. Unfortunately, touch wood, we've come out the other side, but also this week on Monday, so we're recording on Wednesday now, and on Monday I went to Birmingham for a work conference, so lots of trains in and out of London and then up to Birmingham, so that wasn't ideal either, because I was thinking there's a lot of people and I could well get ill, but I think I've made it through unscathed somehow. So the major things that could have maybe derailed me haven't. So we're almost there. So yeah, it was 50 miles, 80k last week as planned. The 14-mile long run went really well, really pleased with that. This week I've just done a short run on Monday because I was on my feet quite a lot during those travelling to Birmingham. Yesterday I did my final workout, so Tuesday it was, like I said on my last video, a mile warm up. I did 3 miles at marathon pace, so around 6:40 a mile, 4:09 a k, and then I did 1 mile faster. Didn't know how fast that was going to be, but actually it was, I think, 6:03 a mile, so around sort of 3:45 kilometre pace. So yeah, that was good, felt good, and I was in my new, well, I was in my race day shoes, my Nike Alphafly ones, the pink version, which have only done 30 odd miles. So yeah, it was nice to put them on for the first time in 18 months since I did the Boston Marathon, and yeah, they will be my race day shoes at Abingdon. So that's the week really. I had a massage on Tuesday night as well after my session, sports massage with Susie, so thanks to Susie for that. I've had a few throughout the block, not loads, but yeah, I've got a couple in at least, and now was the perfect time really after that session just to get all those knots and things out of those muscles and hopefully be as fresh and raring to go for the marathon on Sunday. So the prep has gone well. I've got a few easy runs now for the rest of the week, talking 30 odd minutes. I think it's going to be less mileage than I talked about in my last video, but it's just whatever I need to do to tick over now. A few strides as well, as I mentioned, but keeping it simple. And yeah, we'll be travelling up to Abingdon on Saturday, so I'm actually going to do a shakeout run. Once I get there, I'm going to run on the course, which will be cool. So just again a short one, like 25-30 minutes plus strides. So it's all getting very real now. It's all getting very real. So let me talk you through what I'm thinking for race day. You heard me mention marathon pace. I'm going to be going out at 6:40 a mile, 4:09 a kilometre. That gets me in at, all being well, 2:54:59. So it's about a 2:55 flat. Obviously, sometimes the course is long, etc. So we're talking a few seconds here either side, but yeah, I'm committed to that now. Obviously, this block has been about sub-3 marathon training. I think it's gone so well, and I think what I really want to say is that whatever happens on Sunday, I'm so proud of this block, and the training has been absolutely brilliant, and I've absolutely loved it. Absolutely. And yeah, I think obviously I've had a massive focus on the time and doing the sub-3 and all of that, and don't get me wrong, 100% want to do that. It's a massive goal of mine, but it's not just about the time, it's about the training and the experience, and I've absolutely loved this training. Some of the workouts I've done, I've just been so pleased with. So yeah, I can only look back on it with pride, really, and getting to the start line is always an achievement, I think, with a marathon, and completing the training is always an achievement. And I think I've missed one run in this whole 19-week block, and that was only because I took an extra rest day after that special block training. So that was perfectly by choice that I did that. So yeah, I've done about 60 miles, around I think 98k on average a week over the last 16 weeks or something like that, maybe a little bit less, but it's, yeah, we'll go through it properly after Abingdon. But I just wanted to say that, like, yes, I'm gunning for a time, and I'm gunning for sub-3, and I want to hit 2:55 or below, but whatever happens, this has been great and I've loved it, and yeah, we can take pride in that. I think it's important to say that. So yeah, 2:55 the goal. What I'm planning to do for the race is no quicker than on 27:30 at halfway. I really want to just basically hit that bang on. I will probably ease in the first mile, see how I feel, sort of mile 2, mile 3 up to 5k, and then really kind of focus in on that marathon pace. But yeah, I'm not going to be going out faster than that. I am pretty disciplined when it comes to pacing, so famous last words, but that's the intention. And then second half, I'm not probably going to kick it on, if I feel good, until at least 20 miles, 32k. Realistically, I think it could be a little bit later than that, but I really am just going to judge it on how I feel. If I feel so good, I will pick it up then. If I feel good but not 100% confident, I'll leave it. And then if I feel, yeah, when I get to sort of mile, say 22 or mile 21 or 22, so sort of 34, 35k and beyond, that's the sort of time where I think I might push if I've got something left. The last couple of miles at Abingdon are a bit uphill. There's a famous underpass that people talk about that you've got to go under, so that's about 24.5 miles. I'm going to be putting extra effort in anyway at that point in the race, so we will see, but it's to start conservatively, and I think 2:55 for me, that pace is being conservative, given some of the training I've managed to do, some of the workouts, and my 5k time, for example, hitting that 17-minute flat during training was huge. So yeah, it's just going to be fascinating to see what happens. I've suffered with cramps in many of my marathons in the past, so I'm really hoping this time will be different. But the strength training, I've absolutely smashed. I've done over 60 sessions. The nutrition, let's talk about that, because I think this could be a real big game changer for me this year. So carb loading, I'm going to be doing a focus of a 2-day carb load. I've done this previously, so Friday and Saturday I'll be aiming for about between 500 and 600 grams of carbs in the day. So that's going to work out about sort of 10% of my body weight. I am on the lighter side, I'm under 60 kilograms. So yeah, if I can get up to around that will be good. It'll be bagels, it'll be pasta, it'll be bananas, it'll be porridge, all of that good stuff. and yeah, lots of carb drinks as well. And what I will do is just focus on getting more in on the Friday, same with Saturday morning and afternoon, and then just drop it off a little bit on the Saturday evening, because I don't want to be feeling like really full and bloated come the time I go to bed. So yeah, I'll kind of just tail it off a little bit towards the end is the plan for that. But I've practiced the carb load a few times now in training, so I'm confident that it's right for me. And then on the day itself, it will be a bagel with peanut butter for breakfast, and then I'll just be sipping on a carb drink, Lucozade Sport I'm going to be having for up to sort of an hour and a half before the race. And then in the race itself, I've practiced this all during training, but I'll be having the SIS Beta Fuel gels. They've got 40 grams of carbs in. I'll be taking 3 electrolyte tablets with those. So I'm going to have 6 gels in all. So it's 80 grams of carbs an hour. One of those will be caffeine. I'll put up what I'm actually planning in terms of the timing for it. Again, I've tested all this out in many of my long runs in training. It's more carbs than I've ever done before, but no problems at all in training. So I think, again, this could make the difference. Okay, what else do we need to cover? Oh God, can you sense the nervous excitement that I've got right now? Because it's dawning on me that it really is this weekend. So I've talked about race day goals. The focus is sub 2:55. That's my A goal, but I do just want to talk about a few other goals. So the B goal is a sub 3, surprisingly. So, you know, that is what I've come here to do. That is what I've trained for. I'm really confident of that. I don't think you can never take the marathon for granted. Anything can happen, but my training has gone so well that I do feel really confident of that. But then I do have a C goal, which is beat my PB. And honestly, if I don't do that, then something's gone seriously wrong, because it's from Boston Marathon UK 18 months ago. It was 3 hours and 14 minutes. I absolutely blew up after 21 miles. Feel free to watch the video if you haven't seen it already. It's a corker, and yeah, I'm in much better shape than I was then. So if we don't come away with a PB, then something's gone seriously wrong. Let me know in the comments what you think I will do for the race. So yeah, put your predictions in the comments. I'm also going to do a poll as well, so feel free to vote in that. But then the process goals, I think it's important to talk about them, because I've said about, yes, I'm chasing a time here, but it's so much more than that. And I think it's always important to have other goals outside of those time-based ones. So for me, it's about enjoying it. It's about enjoying it for as long as I can. I've done all this training. The saying they say is it's your victory lap, and I really want to treat it as such. I really want to enjoy that experience. Abingdon is just kind of renowned for lots of club runners all coming together in packs, chasing kind of these key times. You know, it's not a particularly fancy race, but it's super well organised. I saw that when I was spectating when Georgie was running it last year, and it's really just, yeah, for me, like exactly the sort of marathon where you can just kind of find a group, lock into a pace, and just tick the miles off. And I really want to be able to kind of lock into that and enjoy the experience. That's so important for me. I also want to feed off the support. I'm really fortunate that Georgie's going to be there, my parents are going to be there. There's lots of other people from my running club, Ferns Valley Spartans, that are coming down to spectate. We've got a few other people that are running it. Charlie, who did it last year, Jay, there's Tony, and there's Jerry. So there's quite a number of club members running it, and yeah, I just really want to kind of lean into that support, because I'm really grateful for everyone that's been kind of rooting for me. And my final kind of process goal is to come away from this feeling proud, and I think it's easier said than done if I don't get a time that I think does myself justice, but I think that's just got to be the goal. Cross that line, be proud. Whenever you run a marathon, it's hard. Marathons are brutal. I think this will be my 7th, and it's not many compared to plenty of others, but it's enough to know that marathons are always hard. And you've got to be proud when you cross that finish line. I'm proud for completing this training. I'm proud for what I've been able to do in the lead up. So this really is just kind of icing on the cake, as much as I want to smash it. And don't get me wrong, I really want to smash it. I really want to nail this and just do my best marathon run ever and put some of those kind of cramping disasters to bed. So that's the aim. But yeah, finish that line, feel proud. Yeah, it's important. And I just want to finish this video by saying thank you to everyone that has watched any of these videos in this series, for your comments, for your support. I really appreciate it, and it means a lot. I just love this community, and I think it's amazing. You know, you've got people like the Fod Runner and Dawn Broom from the Two Running Brooms. They're both doing Abingdon as well, and yeah, there's an amazing YouTube community in and by itself. But then when you expand that out, you know, to kind of runners in general, it's just been brilliant. I've loved it, and yeah, I just want to thank everyone that's kind of got involved or invested in any small way, because yeah, it does mean a lot. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this channel. I will say now, whatever happens on Sunday, you know, the goal of this channel has been about documenting a sub 3, and this channel will be continuing whatever happens. Don't you worry. So please do like, subscribe, hit the hype button, maybe not for this one, but for the Abingdon Marathon video. And yeah, I would love to soon reach that 1,000 subscribers mark, a real milestone for us YouTubers. It's completely free to subscribe. I'm not going to do you the whole sales pitch, but yeah, I would love it if you did. I'll put up how many people aren't subscribed, and it's a lot. If you don't mind, just hit that button, and yeah, you'll see my videos pop up on your feed. What's not to like, I guess. Just to say, for anyone that is out on the course, I will put a link on my Google Drive. If you can get a video of me out on the course, then that will be fantastic. What we really want to have it in is landscape, so not portrait but landscape. That's great for YouTube. And if you can just put your name and the mile point that you've seen me, then that would be amazing. I am obviously going to be filming myself. I'm going to have the GoPro with me for some of the early miles, and I will switch over to the head cam for the second half, where I'm definitely not going to be talking to camera, let's be honest. So yeah, any footage you can get would be much appreciated. I will put that on my Instagram as well, stories, so yeah, you can find the link there, but I'll put it in the YouTube comments as a pinned comment below. And yeah, the race video will be out next week. If you can't wait that long and you want to see how I get on, then do just follow me on Strava or Instagram, NRG Runs. That is all for this one. I will see you, metaphorically or otherwise, in Abingdon for the Abingdon Marathon this Sunday, where we're going to go for it. Can we get this sub 3? We'll find out next time. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Cheers.